let's get right into it. We're going to put down a little bit of our black paint. This is Sherwin-Williams Color to Go. The color is tricorn black. Probably added just a bit too much there. That's okay. So I actually poured too much on, and then I just let it drip off all the corners back into the bucket. And I bet you it'll be a perfect amount of coverage. So some more pink, but a little finer pink with some gold and green. We'll just call this a little finer pink. Gonna pour it on like we always do. We're just gonna spread it across with my finger evenly. Try and get it pretty even there. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we're gonna set it down and smoothly pull it across the tile. That's crazy. You can already see all that green coming through there when I was swiping it. That's awesome. It's quite a bit of green. Very cool. This. Number 2. Should we? Let's see what this one does. Awesome. Gold. Well, this ended up being a great opportunity to show you guys, which everybody should know, that it never goes perfect all the time. You're going to have things that are going to happen when you paint that are going to be frustrating, or you think they are out of the norm or not the way you wanted. But most of the time, this is the way I learn new things. I don't believe in failures. It's always a lesson learned. A failure is not a failure. It's just another opportunity for you to grow. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. We're about to get into something super fun. So hang tight, grab a drink, because it's about to start right now. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and going through all the videos, all the support up until now. I thought, let's have a little fun and do something different for the ending. So this style is inspired by Jessica Winterstrom art and her technique and style. I watched a video the other day of her doing this, and I've been wanting to try it for a long time, and I'm very inspired by her work. So here we go. This color is quinacridone nickel azo gold from Golden. This is aqua green from Artist Loft. And from what I've seen, she pours her colors on a tool similar to this, and then kind of lays them across one another, and they're thin, and it's on top of her pillow, and her pillow's thick enough, it looks like, to spin out and control, because she's able to stretch it and do whatever she wants. I don't imagine this will turn out crazy like hers, but we're going to give it a shot. All right, this is Amsterdam Oxide Black, and we're just covering up most of the color. I'm going to try and spin out the outsides anyway, so I'm just trying to get the center. And you could see either I bumped it or something, because a couple cells are already coming up here. Or it could just be reaction from densities and the Amsterdam paint and whatnot. But I haven't put any kind of cell activator on it yet. So we're just going to try and cover up the edges of the rest of the color on the sides. So we'll put a little bit more oxide black on there, and we're going to try to cover this edge. This one went pretty good, I thought, laying the color down on that side. And get a little more black and try and cover this other edge. You see those other cells that came up, which gave me a little idea, so you'll see here in a second. Laying the rest of the black down, accidentally miss. Again. And again. But that's okay. It's just paint, right? Like my friend D says, it's just a slice of pizza. All right, right here we're adding some of that, one of the first color shifts we did, that blue purple, it goes blue black shifter, and then we added some of that green orange, and these are, that one was one from tonight, and then we're adding a little more blue black. And then watch this, boom, free cells. So I was just going to pop some bubbles, and all the colors came up, and I thought, that's actually pretty cool. So it was not intentional, but I didn't really think about what I was doing. I wouldn't have done that, but I decided to do it again since I already had some, and we'll let the rest of that develop, and then we'll get here to the swipe. So we're just going to go a little crazy. I thought this part turned out awesome. Definitely let me know what you think about how it looks. I tried to move and my palette knife from side to side on turns here and there. Jessica looks like a master when she's doing it, so I was just trying to get some of the similar effects and mimic her action to see what I could get. But check this palette knife out after the swipe. Holy cow. If you could just put a, I wish I would have thought about it sooner. I would have put that on a carbonche or something so I could have made it into a necklace. But I was in the moment and I was looking at this thing in front of me and kind of absolutely amazed by how cool it looked. I think it looked cool, at least. And so I'm going to do a couple little scoop and drags here. Grab some of the paint and stretch it out. I'm not very good at this part yet, but I'm practicing. I definitely had enough paint on the canvas to do a better job at my scoop and drags this time, but I was kind of stunned by the way it looks. And here's what I was seeing. All these crazy shifts. Just crazy. Alright, so at this point I'm kind of blown away. I'm just going to try and think about how I'm going to stretch it out, which way I'm going to go at it. Essentially, I started spinning it and I realized I needed some more paint, so I spread a little paint around from the outside that was on there, and then eventually I come in here with some black and add a little bit more of the leftover color, spread that around with my palette knife. So I was a little less at risk at overstretching certain areas because I knew I was already going to lose some of this picture. Next time, much bigger canvas with maybe a little more paint on the outside. So I hung my painting off of one edge because I'm trying to get the painting to stretch over to that side. So I wanted gravity to work for me and slowly work what's up in the top corner over to that edge without losing the rest of the picture. So with the spinner, you can kind of cheat and let gravity do things. So I got that pretty well stretched over there at this point. And I am just in love with this piece. It is crazy. Look at that thing. So it shifts green, gold, magenta, deep purple, blue. There's just so much going on in here. And then the nickel azo gold coming up with that aqua green is just absolutely stunning. I hope you guys enjoyed something different for the last one. This is definitely out of my comfort zone, and I'm glad I gave it a try. I want to thank Jessica for creating this style, and all your inspiration for doing these and showing us what you're doing so we could try and learn too. I really appreciate that. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series with me and the 4 videos I've done each week. I know it was long and convoluted. Next time I'll do a much more simple contest. So check this out. Do you guys see kind of a raven or a bird with a green eye in the middle? It doesn't end up coming out like that, but I totally noticed. I thought it looked like a bird at least. So on this spin, I realized how cool this thing was starting to look as some of those other colors started to come up through the black and play with the colors on top that I had swiped. And at this point, I'm just stunned. Again, can't thank Jessica enough for showing us what she does and this style, because I think it's absolutely gorgeous. There's so much depth and dimension, and I just really appreciate this kind of artistic, outside of the box thinking. It's a really fun technique, and it definitely takes some patience to learn. I tried it before and botched it. This isn't probably up to Jessica's standards, but for one of my first attempts, I am really pleased with it. I hope you guys like it too. So make sure to get your comments and entries in for the contest. I'll pick all the winners shortly after September 14th, and then I will contact everybody for the weekly contests as well as the grand prize winner. Thank you all, and much love.